Hey everybody, welcome back to KF Trades. Today I'm going to talk about just the one thing that drives me crazy when you're trying to trade options, and that's just a stale sideways stock market. In this video, I want to talk about what kills option value quicker than anything. Obviously, if you pick the wrong direction is one thing, but literally sideways movement in the market. And here we're looking at the Dow. This is a 6-month chart. We had a little bit of that action back here, right here, right here, and then this last 5-6 days straight sideways. Doesn't get any higher, doesn't really break much lower, just straight sideways, and that will eat up your short-term options in a hurry. Let's look at the SPY. Right here it happened. Right here was another one that's really tight. Happens 5-6 days in a row. And then here this last 7 days. Started right here. Just straight sideways. 407.04 was the high on May 26th. It touched it right here on June 2nd. Hasn't gotten any lower. Just straight sideways, just trading in the same range for 7 days. That will eat up the value in options, especially if you're trying to play like 2 weeks out or a week option. You get no movement out of it. It just tears them up. Now let's look at the Qs. They had same action. Look at this one. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row before we finally got a healthy move down and picked a direction. So basically your tight range back in April had a little bit of the same thing once it had a shot down. A little wider range, though, on that one. And then here we are again. Last 7 days. Straight sideways. Let's look at Google. Their high was back in February. Kind of just been a steady decline ever since with the market. But over the course of that, have these little windows in here of 5, 6, 7 days where it kind of trades sideways within a really tight range. And it's hard to get any movement or make anything on options unless you are catching the bottom or top of that day and trying to pick which direction it's going. It's tough. But here, we're kind of stuck in that range again, just like the Qs I pointed out earlier. I mean, this tight range right here, just moving sideways. Google actually had that little pop yesterday. I don't know what the reasoning was. Amazon had it split, and for some reason they just took advantage of it with Google too. Anyways, tight range, not making any real movement, so it's hard to gain anything unless you catch the exact bottom on a move or something. So this is just a 2-day chart, 5-minute. And like Monday, you could have caught a move here right at the open, ran up. You could have switched out, tried to catch a down move. But then it just trades sideways all day. Just eats up the value. Same thing with today. Had a pre-market high, pre-market low. Previous day, low, dotted line. Chopped around in the morning, hung out right below that low, stayed above the pre-market high, and that's when a guy should have made a move right there. You could have got a little bit of a run right there. But other than that, I mean, it just slow grind. Even this slow grind right here, these big moves like this is where you make your money. When you get a slow grind like this on short-term options, it just eats it up. Just eats it up. You don't gain any value. And then it just trades sideways all day. So if you look at, I just picked a couple of random ones here. So if we did prices at 23.41, so if you had the 2,300 puts, these were the prices 2 days ago on Monday. Then it opened up and just when the stock had that big move up right here, this is a put, so obviously you were losing value in this one. The value of this one come down, bounced around, and then the rest of the day stock traded sideways and you just lose value. So right here, this price was how it closed on Monday, and right here's how it closed today, so you lost $9 just by holding that if you were holding that for a few days. So that's just an example. And right there's the chart. I mean, it only finished up $5 or $6 today. I think this is a little bit of the after hours. So now let's look at a call. And this is just the 2,400. So I tried to pick within about $50 or so on each side of it. So like I said, the price ended at 23.42, let's just say. We were basically up $5 or $6 on the day. And you look at the call. This is where it ended yesterday at 14.90 area. And we were up on the day, but only up $5 or $6. And it closed at 10.50. So there, you lost $4.50 just on that option because of no movement. So that's one thing that really is frustrating when you're trading options, especially short-term options, is just sideways movement where nothing is gaining one way or the other. You're just trading back and forth each day. That's why I haven't really done any trades the last couple days. I'm just waiting to see where it is. I haven't been able to catch those moves, so I'm just waiting it out.